Hello, Forrest. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, how is Guadalajara doing right now?
It's pretty good. It's very warm right now. So I feel like I'm a little bit like I'm in Puerto Vallarta, but not as much humidity. So
Well,
how are
exactly.
things there?
Well, over here it's kind of humid, starts to feel humid. So, that's why my hair starts to get a little bit more crazy, but all good.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. So
That's
I'm
good.
excited to start doing these videos with you. I know you pretty well, but I'm excited to get to know you more through these videos. So
Well, thank you. Thank you. I think it's very important to share this type of experiences and knowledge from me, from my real estate background, and from you, from your design background too, and also that you have the chance to live here in Vallarta. Now you have this fantastic adventure in Guadalajara too, and I'm pretty sure many people that they want to know more about the city, about Guadalajara, but
yeah.
also that they want to know more about Vallarta. So I think it's great that we can share ideas about. I think your business and my business come like to the hand, right? So it's someone is buying something and someone needs to redecor or redesign their place. You don't think so?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And I actually lived here in Talakipaki before I moved to Puerto Vallarta. And so I moved to Puerto Vallarta in November 2019. So it has changed a lot since then, especially through the pandemic. It was like a ghost town. So I'm just curious, like, what are the new trends that you're currently seeing, like in real estate?
Well, what the new trends? Well, condominiums, studios. I will say that condominiums, and they are like studios or one bedroom, are kind
Mhm.
of the new trends about what I'm seeing in real estate. And there are many. I will say like a three or four hot spots that I consider where people they are interested to buy or to have it as a second home or investment property, like Versailles, where I am right now, in this very cute coffee shop, but it's walking distance to everything. Um, I will say that it's 15-minute drive to Puerto Vallarta downtown, 10-minute
Mhm.
drive to the international airport, 7 minutes drive to the beach too, and very close to many restaurants. So, have you been in Versailles?
Of course, that's one of the things I was kind of curious about because when I lived there, it was so quiet, but I would always go to eat in Versailles.
Yeah.
Like there's some amazing like Marisco's restaurants and just like there's super great breakfast restaurants too. So I was curious, like besides Versailles, are there any other like new hotspots in Puerto Vallarta or like
Well,
hidden gems that are coming up?
I would say that Cinco de Diciembre, it's good because
Sick.
it's closer to the downtown. And
Yeah.
I'm a true believer that over there you get a better value for your money.
Yeah, I
Because,
agree. And I've actually been very like curious about Cinco de Diciembre because I thought it would be like a huge thing already. So it's exciting to hear that it's kind of growing now.
yeah. And you know what? People, they don't realize that it's super close to downtown or Zona Romantica where everyone go, right?
Yeah.
I had this conversation with this couple from the States. And then I told them that that where Cinco de Diciembre was. And they were like, it's too far. I'm like, where are you living? And they were like, we live in Zona Romantica. I'm like, it's not too far. It's just 10
Not a,
minutes a cab drive. That's what it is. I'm like, well, in LA, 10 minutes, it's like, it's totally different as how it is here in distances. So that's what it is. So I think Cinco de Diciembre, obviously Versailles, Bucerias, it's another one that is more to the north that is having an exponential boom.
yeah.
But the secret in Bucerias is that if, like, let's say the beach is here, and then this is the area that is named the Golden Zone. Here is the highway, and for what is
Yeah.
behind the highway, that is the gem that people they
Okay.
need to know about it.
That's interesting because like most of my new projects have all been in Bucerias and Punta Mita. So there's just huge growth right now. It's like it's insane, like all the new buildings they're doing there. I didn't know that about the other side of the highway though.
Yeah, because over there they are pieces of land available that in the next 5 years, I will say that it's going to develop pretty good, increase the value too, and also the roads are going to be paved over there. So the infrastructure is still there or is there. So I think it's going to be a good opportunity.
Very cool, very cool. And I
So
guess
what?
speaking of Versailles, since there's such great restaurants there, like what are your probably like 3 to 5 favorite new restaurants in Vallarta? Because I wrote a blog about Vallarta restaurants, I think 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and now I feel like I just need to erase it because I haven't been there in 6 months, and I'm just afraid that all the restaurants are different and or the old ones aren't as good as they were. So,
Well, the one that I am right now, Miscellanea Cafe,
uh-huh.
one of my favorites. It's more for breakfast. They open from 8 to 3 p.m. So
Okay.
what I'm having right now is a delicious cup of chocolate from Oaxaca. It's pretty good.
Okay.
But I had the chance to have like the eggs, like omelette. Sorry, that before. So it was
Yeah.
pretty good, and I like that it's like a small and very charming. It's
Mhm.
another one that is named Humu. That it's a new restaurant. Well, kind of like a year and a half. That it's
Okay.
on the street too. That the food and drinks are pretty good. And the one that I will never change, it's the Opa, the Greek one. It's one of my favorites. So that's
I've
the
never been to that one. Where is it?
Opa. It's here in Versailles, and
Okay.
it's on Francia Street.
Okay.
But it's one of my favorites that I always go there for the gyros. And actually, I don't think that we have many Greek options here. So uh,
Mhm.
it's funny because I was telling to a guy that I follow on social media from Mexico City. He's from Greece. He's from Greece. Greece, sorry. I said, if you come to Vallarta, you should go to this place because that will be a very good experience. For me, it is good, and I really like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's here in Guadalajara too. It's like it's impossible to find really good Thai restaurants too.
Oh,
You
okay.
have a couple of them there, but I haven't found them here yet. So
Yes, we have a couple of them here, and some of them in Zona Romantica. Here in actually, it's one in Versailles. I forgot the name of that restaurant, but what I how identify that restaurant is that they have a red door
okay.
to get in there. So that's so if people wants to know more, they should contact me and I can give them more details about the name because I forgot the name. I just know how to get there. So
That's how I am usually too. I was like,
yeah,
oh, there's an amazing like sushi restaurant. I have no idea what it's called, but I can take you there.
exactly. Just jump into my car. So that's good. So where are you from, Forrest, by the way?
Originally I'm from Alabama. That's
Okay.
why I have the name like Forrest Gump. But I lived in San Francisco and Sonoma County, California for 16 years before I moved to Mexico.
Okay.
And I've been here almost 5 years, so for a while. So.
That's good. And what brought you to Mexico? It was work or other things?
It was completely work and play. I had never really been to Mexico before, besides on the Caribbean side when I was young, before April of 2018. So I haven't been here that long, but I had a friend that bought a condo in Amapas and Puerto Vallarta. And so I went and visited him a couple of times, and he asked me to design his house. And someone told me to come to Guadalajara to buy furniture. And I came here with one of my friends, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. I don't know, just the architecture here and the area I was staying in, I just fell in love with. So mainly for furniture and for work, but then I lived in PV for a couple of years and then moved back here. I've been back here about 2.5, almost 3 years now. So
So what do you love? What do you like or love about Guadalajara? You said about the architecture, but is something else that you love?
I have No idea, really. There's just a vibe here. Everybody like I write a lot of blogs because so many people ask since I've been here a long time, just like what to do, like where to go to eat, like the bars and just cultural stuff. And it's kind of a boring place, but it's not boring at all. It's the most amazing place to live and to work. People work hard here. Also the architecture and the vibe. It feels European to me.
Yeah,
And it's also just amazing for making friends. I have some of the best friends I've ever had here. So
that's awesome. That's good that you connect with people. Also, Mexicans, we are being known that we are good friends. So too, that
they
we
are, they are. You guys are the most fun to hang out with too. So I always encourage expats to like make a lot of Mexican friends because you're going to have a better time. Always.
that's awesome. So, which area do you recommend people to visit to stay if it's their first time in Guadalajara, for example? That they are if they are here in PB and they want to escape from the summer and they want to escape because people think like, oh, it's super hot here. So, which three neighborhoods that you think that they should visit as their first time?
So it's interesting because a lot of people have always said that they're going to come to Guadalajara, but since the beginning of this year, I've met so many people that are visiting, and I am super like I just love my neighborhood. Not everybody loves it, but it's I live in Americana, but also live like in a Ledron de Guevara in Lafayette. I have three neighborhoods. I don't know why, but the architecture is beautiful. The food is amazing. And then a lot of people, for visiting the first time, people love Centro. They always want to come back and live there. It wouldn't be my favorite place to live. I like a little bit of a more neighborhood feeling. And then probably just the edge of Providencia. There's an area, kind of the financial district near Punto Sampal, that has amazing restaurants, and I've lived over there as well. So I just like something that's a little more walkable, a little bit more trees, because it does, especially this time of year through the beginning of June, it's fairly warm here. And then it cools off after the rain starts. It's not as humid, but I like something that's walkable, and I like also places where you can ride the bikes.
That's awesome. Hey, I know that you do like oh great, sorry. So I know that you do furniture tour or something like that, right?
Yeah, we just started furniture tours. We've been doing tours of the Expo Muebles, the furniture expo, for about 3 years now. And we've just started doing tours where we're doing driving tours. And we go all the way, depending, I like to talk to the client before they come. To see what type of furniture they're looking for because most of the furniture here is very contemporary, but I like to gear it towards what they're looking for. So we go all the way sometimes to Zapopan, but usually Providencia, Americana, and then to Tlaquepaque and sometimes Tonala. Depending on what they're looking for, we start at 10 because one of the amazing and horrible things about Guadalajara is the traffic gets bad at like 3 o'clock. So we like to start early in the morning because we are covering so much distance. It's a huge city, but you can get around it fairly well. But as long as you don't get stuck in the traffic, so we like to start early.
So normally how long takes to do those tours? Like 2 hours, 3 hours, five or
We
all day?
go we go up to 3.5 hours. We do them for homeowners and we also do them for interior designers. Interior designers usually have more stamina for looking at furniture. I mean, we cover like 9 to 15 furniture stores and factories, so it's a lot to take in. So
I mean, no, sorry, 9 to 15 in 3 hours and a half.
yeah, I have like the route that we usually go, because they're different like styles, and we go through them very quickly. And then also a lot of what we do is custom furniture. So at the end of the tour, a lot of the times our clients, or the people taking the tours are like, can we just like show you what we want, and then we make it for them. So, but it's a lot to take in for sure. So, but it's why I live here. I mean, it's kind of the furniture capital of Latin America, and that's why I love it. So,
That's good. So now, what are the most iconic or popular neighborhoods that you feel that Guadalajara has, or the ones that you will see with more future, like in real estate, for example?
uh, for development, definitely. So I live in Americana, but I live in like a section of Enlightening de Guevara. And if I go on my rooftop deck, there has to be at least 15, like 20-story condo buildings being built right now. This Providencia and then areas of Zapopan as well. I have a lot of expats and immigrants and friends that come and visit, and a lot of them like Zapopan. It's not my thing. It's probably because I don't have a car. So I just like the ease of like Americana is right in the middle of Guadalajara. So you can walk downtown, you can walk to Providencia. I go to the gym in Providencia. I go hang out with my friends in Centro, and then there's tons of restaurants around here. So I would think Providencia, Americana, and Zapopan, but I don't know the neighborhoods over there so well.
Okay.
There's a million different names for neighborhoods here.
So you will say that probably Americana is like the Condesa in Mexico City, kind of that everything is walkable.
Yeah, Condesa and Roma Norte, kind of area. There is less English here though, which I kind of love. So it's kind of sneaking in. There's a lot of people that seem like they want to move here from Ciudad de Mexico and from Puerto Vallarta right now. So it's kind of interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah,
So
I
I
know.
like the
Very
Spanish.
good.
I love the
They can have their second home here, but they can have their primary home or third home there in Guadalajara. So yeah, that's pretty
It's
awesome.
perfect. It's perfect for PV because it's cooler here during the summer. Like
Yeah.
once the rain starts, I don't know what happens. It's very hot during May, and then it just cools down because we get cool storms in the evenings. So
Well, I've been in Guadalajara just 4 times, and they've been for work. I haven't been in the city for vacations or to get to know more the city. I have to take a look into that. Probably not in the summer, not in, when it's very hot. Probably just when it's cool. And actually, I would like to do one of those tours that you do, um,
yeah,
to have that experience, and also to tell people, also people that they are interested about the city, and also to buy furniture. That how was my experience with you? So I think that will be super fun.
I'm excited about it for sure. And we have amazing food. I know you guys have amazing food, but I love the food here too. So.
That's well, it's something else that you want to tell people before that we wrap this session.
Yeah, I guess for restaurants, I was thinking about it earlier, and I cook really good Mexican food at home. So most of the restaurants that I love are international restaurants. So we have really good sushi here at Kukuro, and it's in Punto Sopal and also in Henares. There's also Docena, like the dozen. Someone told me it was like a Cajun restaurant, but I'm from Alabama, and I was like, this isn't Cajun, but they have amazing oysters, amazing seafood. Campo Mar, you guys have it too. It's a little bit different here. Bigger portions and bigger pours.
Really?
Tequila, yes, they give us double the tequila. I don't know why. Tapatillos are they're picky. And also one that I just went to for the second time, but I had an amazing experience is Sam. And it's a Korean restaurant and actually means Sam means it's SSAM means taco or like folded and in Korean. And it was one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. And for Mexican food, I would probably go to La Tequila on Avenida Mexico. So I know that was a bunch of restaurants, but I love to eat. It's another reason I live here. So
Well, when I go to Guadalajara, we should go to Sam. That Sam.
Sam, it's so good. SSAM. It's so good.
Well,
Another realtor from Puerto Vallarta actually recommended it to me.
okay,
Uh,
that's good. Well, I will. I have to try that, and because that seems very good, I got starving already.
yeah, me too. Cool.
That's good. Well, thank you everyone for watching this, and I recommend you that don't miss this session that we are gonna have, Forrest and I. And the reason is because, well, yes, we want to have this very casual conversation and between someone from the States, someone from Mexico, to share experiences about me living here in Vallarta, he living in Guadalajara, and about the opportunities that you can have, and also that you can, if you want to buy furniture there in Guadalajara, you know how to call, and if you want to buy a property in town, you know how to call. How
Of
is
course, you
that?
know who to call. Of course, you know who to call for properties.
That's good. Well, thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next session.